This is a journey into
jazz.
Our jazz community in Seattle is quite small, and I think that we've included a lot of sort of jazz-adjacent musics into our community for the purpose of survival. It's too small of a jazz community on its own. I think that's had an interesting and beneficial effect on our music in that it's very wide-ranging. You know, this is a city that's always had a jazz community going back to the very beginning, and we hope it continues to.
I would say this is a welcoming group of people. This is a very hungry group of people.
Hungry
like this
group
guy.
of people.
Yeah!
Always.
What's up, baby?
Likewise, bro. Excited?
So glad you're... Yes, so the Seattle jazz scene, I would describe it as welcoming. I would describe the people around here as very hungry, motivated people. They're ready to dig into this music in an authentic way. And it seems like when people come together to make music in Seattle, there's this secondary goal every single time. They're wanting to build community. So they're trying to go out to other people's shows and experience their music. They're trying to get new people to feel welcome. They're trying to reach out to new audiences and, make this music more accessible to everyone. And that's been the most inspiring thing to me.
Recently, Seattle definitely has its own unique jazz scene going on here. Definitely rooted in the heritage and the history, but a lot of influence from alternate genres as well. Compared to scenes like New York or maybe Chicago, Seattle has, I think, a little bit more flexibility in terms of the jazz community and incorporating aspects of whether it's free jazz or more classical music or more funk, punk type of music. It's kind of a wider range. So yeah, it's been fun experiencing the jazz scene here.
One wish. I wish that the music will live on in perpetuity with great connection to our ancestors and opportunities for new voices and new ideas about music at the same time.
If I had one wish, well, going back to that connection thing, wanting to build community with other people, that's the whole reason why I started playing trombones, because that was a place where I found people that were like-minded and friends and lifelong, colleagues and companions and stuff. So I think my one wish would be, while I'm going on this big long journey, trying to learn the scales, trying to get better at the trombone, trying to write music, I hope that at the end of all that, or at least within that process during it, I can connect to those people around me that I'm engaging with, and I can see who they truly are, who they're trying to communicate to me through their music. I think that's why we're trying to do it, right? We're trying to see other people, and we're trying to see ourselves and others and kind of connect. You're looking into someone, and that's a window, and you're trying to, while you can't experience their lived experience, you want to connect to it in some way. And that's probably a lot of the reason why we're making music. So my wish is for connection. I hope that we have some tonight.
Yeah, my wish as a jazz musician. Yeah, that's a great question. I obviously want to perform, and write music at the highest level possible. But also, one thing that I'm very passionate about is just getting as many people educated as possible in terms of the history of jazz and the meaning behind the music. Jazz or Black American music is very much rooted in the Black American experience and correlates a lot with American history. Black American history is American history. So a lot of the music and the culture that we experience today, whether it's hip hop or R&B or even rock, a lot of that has roots that come from the same roots that what we recognize today as jazz comes from. And so understanding that history, is something that's very important to me, especially as someone who partakes in the music. And it would be a dream to make sure that as many people as possible are educated on that history and can appreciate the music, with that knowledge.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.